Hi everyone, welcome to Healing Souls. Dear friends, today I'm making a very important healing. I had made the reading for all of the month of April, and for pile number 1 we saw the card of the there was a guidance to surrender the habit of controlling people. And during that reading, I had told everybody that my pile number 1s are very wise people, and I felt that everybody in pile number 1 was highly awakened soul on the spiritual journey. During the reading, I did say that it could be the spiritual ego or control that. So dear friends, the internet got disconnected, and these are the general problems that occur during the Mercury retrograde time frame. We have problems happening. So that initial bit of video is kept aside. Now I'm talking again. So I'm saying that I did realize that during the reading of pile number 1, it was the spiritual ego that the universe was highlighting during that time frame. So I have been guided today to make this healing to help release spiritual ego from all of my friends here on Healing Souls. That is the first guidance coming for the Mercury retrograde. I did make a healing for the live healing for collective on my Facebook channel. Might be that was needed more for my Facebook people, Facebook tribe, but on the YouTube channel there are souls who are on a high level of spiritual awakening, spiritual journey, and this is the healing that is going to help you release the control that might be in a very subtle manner. It is coming towards you with the process of awakening. Okay, so in this candle I am giving an intention for all of my friends here on Healing Souls to help them release the spiritual ego or control that is building in them, and it is natural because we are humans. So anybody who is going to totally release their spiritual ego and control is going to become God. It's going to become an earth angel, and we all aspire to become earth angel. We all aspire to become God, universe, so that we are able to heal everybody and operate from highest vibration of love and light. So dearest friends, whatever guidance is going to come in this healing, I am going to speak that guidance. If there is no guidance, I am going to keep quiet and do the healing. Also want to ask, excuse me always during the Mercury retrograde time, whatever healings they tell me, I make that. But sometimes our mental faculties are not that sharp, even the communication. So if there is anything that I speak which is not aligned with your energies of present, please excuse me dear friends. That literally telling you, making videos during this time is a very difficult thing, because we have a lot of internet issues, a lot of problems in uploading videos also. However, whenever there is a guidance, I always try my best. Whenever there are periods of retrograde, when everyone is struggling, I try my best that whatever guidance is coming towards me, I don't want to keep that guidance to myself. I want to share it with all of my friends on Healing Souls. So my intention is always pure. And even yesterday, the live which I did for all of my friends on Healing Souls, it could be possible that something that I was speaking could have been intimidating for somebody, or I also believe that it could be coming from the place of spiritual ego from myself. I don't know. It could be that I have a lot of spiritual ego. With this healing, first of all, I want myself to release any spiritual ego that I am building in this journey. Alongside, I want this healing for my friends also. Knowingly or unknowingly, dear friends, we cannot deny that The spiritual journey, the start of my spiritual journey was to release the human ego. However, what happens that as we are on this journey and we start to gain these abilities which are very magical, wherein sometimes we can read cards, sometimes we know it all, and the awareness starts to come towards us. It is very natural that we start to believe that we know better than other people around us. So sometimes we do start to operate from a spiritual ego, and I just want to release this from myself and from everyone who is here. If you have clicked on this video, might be knowingly or unknowingly, you are going through this process. Spiritual awakening happens. There's a long journey to it, and we know that we have been there. Sometimes our guidance is coming from the place of awareness that when we come in contact with somebody, we know that we have been there, we have been like similar things used to happen with us, but how we solved the whole situation. But sometimes it happens that while we are giving the guidance or while we are telling somebody, we have started sounding egoistic as if we were never there. So that could be one part of spiritual ego that we need to release, that when we are giving guidance to somebody, we should be more empathetic, sympathetic, and we should be more compassionate and lovable in our approach. I believe that should be one thing. The second thing is always there. There are so many points. You can see which one you can relate to. Sometimes it happens that we become very judgmental in our journey, that dealing with our loved ones or the people around. Since we start to become the aware ones, and we start to work on ourselves, and during the journey we also realize that what are the energies we need to entertain, what are the energies we need to discern. But we could be coming in contact with our family members or people around us who are unaware, and in order to bless them or in order to wish the best for them, we can become controlling in a way that we can always keep criticizing them, or we can always keep unnecessarily guiding them, or pushing our opinions, or pushing our wisdom, knowledge, insights onto them when they are not ready to accept it or gain insights through that. So that kind of a control is a very subtle control, which many of us might be, we are doing that. So what my request to the universe is, I don't know how we can overcome this situation, because being humans, if we know something, then we know it. There is no going back. Now we cannot undo the awareness that has come into our life. And when we see any of our loved ones suffering because of the unawareness, we start to unknowingly we start to share the awareness or the knowledge, wisdom, insights that we have. I can only request the universe that guide us when is the right time for us to share the wisdom, knowledge, insights, and when do we become overpowering and controlling on other people. Please do guide us, and from every chakra, energy body, our aura, help us release this spiritual ego, if there is any in me and my friends, which makes us feel that we know better or we know it all. And we should be moving towards oneness. We should be more accepting of everyone. We should be less criticizing of everyone, and we should be less judgmental of everyone. That is what is my desire. I desire that we become more and more lovable and compassionate towards people who are unaware, and our approach uh, while we want to bring awareness to them should be totally guided by the divine. There are a few gurus, healers, teachers who are absolutely fake people. So this video, I don't believe they can resonate with this. This video will only resonate with a person who truly wants to awaken, who truly has the desire to operate from love and light. Because if you truly have a desire to operate from love and light, then only you would want to go as deep inside yourself to release the last bit of ego, which is the spiritual ego, which can come with the awakening. There are a lot of gurus, there are a lot of preachers who, preachers who just believe that the whole world should believe that they know better than everyone else, and they don't believe it is their ego, and they always want to live that kind of life, and they want everybody should go and touch their feet, and those are really people who are not going to grow in their spiritual journey. But if you are here, for all of my friends here on Healing Souls who chose pile number 1, I did see in pile number 1 that you guys are the awakened souls. You want to help everybody. You are the guides, you are the teachers, and your wisdom, knowledge, and sight is needed for the universe. But if there is anything that is subtle spiritual ego in you or me, I want that complete release with this Mercury retrograde. Dear friends, I really don't know where it is, in which chakra it will be. However, whatever crystals they have given me, and with the Reiki energy, I am trying to do my best in my abilities. But I always believe, since I have been guided towards this reading, since I have been guided towards this healing, I have full faith and trust that the team, that our co-creating team and Lord Buddha, who is Lord Mercury, is working to help us release in this season what is spiritual ego. And I really don't know, dear friends, how beautiful we are going to become if we eventually release our spiritual ego also. All of us have released our human ego. We have been working a lot. We have been assessing, going within, doing our shadow work, and digging deep inside of us to see where all of our ego, control, anger, jealousy, negative emotions were, and we have been working on that. But maybe in our stage of awakening now, this is what we need to release. So I am going to make this healing as well. I am going to take this healing for whole of the month of Mercury retrograde, and whatever experiences I am going to get through this healing, I'm going to share with my friends. I really don't know what kind of a person I will become and what it means. I don't even know, dear friends, that the journey that I am on, is there any spiritual ego that I have or I don't have? I am confused. But when I was listening to the healing that I gave on my FB page, I did feel that it was not coming from the place of love and light, or might be it was very straightforward messages. I was saying also that universe wants me to say it like that, and it can hit hard on somebody, but during that time it was how I was guided. So I really don't know how to communicate it better. And so maybe it could be the case with you also, that in dealing with these, when you want to you or me, we want to communicate our truth, and we want to tell our truth to our loved ones. To tell you the truth, dear friends, I have a real big problem communicating to my loved ones that I don't want to bitch. What can I do? How can I communicate this to my near and dear ones that I don't want to bitch about anybody, I don't want to hear negative talks? What can we do in this regards? In our spiritual journey, we do understand that all of these things are not good, but in day to day we are dealing with our loved ones, and there is so much that they want to talk about everybody, and we have to give our ear. How can we detach completely? How can we tell them that everything is bringing down our vibrations? So all of it is my dilemma also, and might be it is your dilemma also. I literally, friends, there are so many problems that we are facing on this path of awareness and consciousness. Maybe you will relate with me. It is not an easy path. Thinking that we will become spiritually awakened is not like all flowers. There are so many thorns. All of us who are here have gone through a period of dark night of soul, and very deep emotions we have dealt with, very deep situations we have dealt with, and we have overcome those situations. And that is why we always feel it from inside of us that we should be there to guide people around, help them know that this is right, this is not right. Sometimes it is very evident, and with the awareness and the consciousness, with the just at the contact with the person, you can see where they are standing. You can clearly see that where the fault lies. But I don't know, dear friends, in this journey I have there are so many people we have to leave behind. The more we will be awakened, the more we will have to leave behind our friends, because we do not resonate with the frequencies, and it is becoming so difficult to always be pretentious. And we have been through those stages. It is not that we would also like frivolous talking, drinking, going to pubs and clubs and talking things which were irrelevant. We have been there, but how to communicate and tell somebody that I'm not there now, and I cannot I do not resonate with this frequency. And in my journey, dear friends, it's like boundaries, and all of us are kind of not resonating with so many of the collectives. And really at times it becomes so difficult, but somewhere our consciousness tells us that yes, you're on the right path. But the truth, I believe, is that we just have to keep moving on the path that we have chosen, and only people who can resonate with our frequency, who can relate to us, who aspire to reach that level, and who are working on themselves, can it's okay if they approach us for any wisdom, knowledge, insight we can share with them. On our part, I believe it is not right for us to keep sharing all the anything which is not asked for. And so we should, I don't know how to fake it all always, dear friends. It is it's like coming down to 3D and all the time faking it out. 4 hours phone calls, and we are listening to something that is irrelevant, but just to keep somebody's heart. I really don't know, dear friends, is it called spiritual ego, or what actually is spiritual ego? And maybe my friends can tell what they feel is spiritual ego, and I don't know how this healing is going to help us out, and what is there, I don't even know. I just want to be my authentic self, but in being my authentic self also, I believe there is, once anybody on the spiritual path, you start to speak your truth, which does not go well with everybody, and this is not accepted. And the change of personality, when people see that how she was in past and what she's talking, they cannot resonate with that. But this is the truth, that the growth and evolution does happen with spiritual awakening. And so this healing, I just want a lot of help from the angelic realm to help me understand that what exactly is spiritual ego. And what does my pile number 1, where when you say that release, control, or surrender your need to be controlling people, and I did say it was about spiritual ego. What exactly was meant by spiritual ego, that I want to release. So my dearest friends of love and light, to write down below whatever you want to write. Everything is welcome, because if we cannot digest the comments of anybody, then of course there is some ego inside of us. So I welcome all kinds of comments, and I will try to understand and analyze. And I will ask the help of my guides also to analyze what it is. Neither do I want to please anybody, nor do I want anyone to please me also. But is speaking the truth that I have learned newly on my spiritual journey, when they say learn to say no, speak your truth. I mean, is this ego? What is it? What is it? I don't know what it is. So if you guys know what you understand as spiritual ego, or anywhere you are sensing that it is coming in your dealing, do let me know. I just feel that it happens with excessive talking. But what can we do when our family members and our loved ones want to talk about so many people? We cannot just, cut them off by saying that don't talk to anybody. Should we go on mountains? Should we go and sit over there and do our meditations and, totally detach from our families? What can a person living in a family? I want to know this answer from the divine, and I believe that, by taking this healing, the divine will help me understand how to live with everyone and yet be a part of everyone, feel oneness with everyone, yet be able to communicate yourself with more compassion and love. I want to learn that divine. I want to learn that divine. I want to learn that divine. This Mercury retrograde for me and all of my friends here on Healing Souls. Help us release all our human ego, all our control, all our spiritual ego, anything that is not us, and fill in ourselves, that I'm going to fill right now. Love and light, love and light, love and light of the highest vibration of the universe. Love and light, love and light, love and more compassion, more compassion, more compassion. And I want to thank the God, Universe, Holy Spirits, Guardian Angels, Master Angels, Ascended Masters, Deities of the Universe, Lord Buddha, Planet Mercury, for highlighting this healing, and all of my co-creating team, spiritual co-creating team, and all of my friends here on Healing Souls on the spiritual journey. I want to thank everybody and the universe for helping me be the conduit of making this very, very extremely important healing for myself and all of my friends here. And let us see what this healing actually, what changes it brings into our body, mind and soul, energy and aura. Also want a very expansive aura for myself and my friends, so that our aura expands to the extent that it starts to recognize people who are vibrating with similar frequency. So I am cleansing the aura and expanding the aura in such a way that, we find more of our soul tribe who resonates with us. An expansive aura, finding the soul tribe who does understand. So we do get more people. As in, one of my friends in yesterday's healing was saying that the source of happiness to her, Reena, yes, she was saying that her source of happiness is to, find out people who vibrate at her frequency. I believe for all of us, we are wishing for our tribe. We are wishing for the friends who understand us from the place we are coming from. So because we miss connections, we are also wishing for people to understand us and have that, deep conversations with those friends who can resonate with the journeys that we have gone through. So that also I want that the universe bring towards us our new friends, our soul tribes, more of the people who resonate with us, who accept us, who understand the truth of this spiritual awakening journey and how everyone is, evolving and what are the needs of the spiritual society. Also the people who are on the spiritual path, they also are humans. They also have the needs that somebody should be able to understand them. If they are not finding the understanding or the people in their family, so there should be a tribe which can understand. So dear friends, I believe the healing is good. Let me ground you in this energy and cutting, dear friends, cutting, pulling any spiritual ego that is, harming your relationships on the personal level, on the professional level, on the community level, with your children, with your parents, with your siblings, with your cousins. May everybody be able to understand you, but obviously that will not happen. May you be wise enough to understand that only a few will understand you. Sending you love and light, dear friends, and I need it too. Lots of love and light. Thank you very much, dear friends, disconnecting from your energy. Do comment down below. You can comment what you have to say right now, but after taking these healings, after a while, just let me know that, what changes are you sensing in yourself. Thank you very much, dear friends. Lots of love and best wishes.